Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mountain Man Monday live stream. I'm your host, Mr. Mountain Man, here live from the mountains of Western North Carolina. Today is episode number 94, and the date is November the 1st, 2021. I want to, as always, welcome everyone that joins me live here this evening, either to listen in the background, maybe hang out in the chat, and see what's happening here in my neck of the woods, and anybody who may be listening later on delay on the Mr. Mountain Man YouTube channel. As always, this live stream and all of them are available under the live stream playlist. It is November the 1st. I hope everyone had a happy Halloween, enjoyed the weekend, maybe had a little fun, and now we roll into the serious thick of the fall season with Thanksgiving in sights at the end of this month, followed by Christmas, New Year's, and then on and on and on we go. Lots of exciting stuff happening. The mountains, especially at the elevation around here in the Asheville area, are fantastic. The colors are vibrant. I would say, roughly its peak color right now at the 2,000 to 3,000 foot elevation. So it is absolutely spectacular outside on a sunny day. Very, very enjoyable, very nice. And I've tried to share some of that with you all on my Instagram channel, which, by the way, is Mr. Mountain_man. So if you want to check any of that out. And I also want to give an extra warm welcome to anyone who might be new to the channel or listening to this for the very first time. Hopefully you enjoy it. I'm here almost every Monday evening. And let's get started and see who's here. Adrienne LaShore, happy Mountain Man Monday and November 1st. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a great start to your week and a nice Monday. Foxy Wolf is here. Mr. Mountain Man is like the mountain air right now. So cool. And I feel cool for watching his live streams every Monday to see what is new in the Western North Carolina mountains. Got to get out the old hammer, the Mr. Mountain Man hammer, and the smile for Foxy because she puts the hammer and the bicep emoji there. Glad to have you and hope things are going well for you in Georgia. Mom, hello, and Dad, I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. And hopefully Ohio is beautiful this time of the year. I'm sure you've got some nice looking trees. Hello, Mr. Mountain Man. Live stream 94. Can you believe it? It's, when I'm typing that and preparing for this Mondays, it is astonishing. I'm thinking a lot about 100. It's a lot of episodes, a lot of weeks, and a lot of enjoying this time together. So it is pretty cool that I'm able to spend the time and do this. It's very, very neat. Dr. J, our show, our story. Hey there, Mr. Mountain Man, y'all. Hello to you. I hope you're having a great start to your week and a nice Monday. We've got David Cantrell here. Hello, Mr. Mountain Man, everyone. Hello to you. I hope you're having a nice start to your week. And let's see, 94 and coming in loud and clear tonight. A+. So one of the things that I did as I roll back, I'm on like a, I've got one of these rolling chairs and it's on a plastic mat because the carpet is not conducive to rolling. So when I start talking, it like slides away a little bit. So I'm sliding backwards. But one of the things I did, and sometimes I forget to do, is beyond policing, getting everybody off the internet, is to fire this up and get the live stream going on StreamYard. I think that helps with the buffering. It gets all the computer, goes through all its, stuff when it gets booted. It's still a great computer, but, kind of let it run all its process. And I think it just finally settles. So I think that may have helped. That's my theory, at least. Hey, Larry, happy Mountain Man Monday, y'all, to you as well. Hope things are going well for you out west and you are enjoying. Everybody, make sure to check out our fellow channels here. Like Dr. J, our show, our story, Living Like Larry. I think I just jumped over it because it moved. Yes. Got the good channels to check out as well. Yes. Yeah. West Coast, Living Like Larry. That's good. Regarding Ohio fall color, not too good this year, apparently weather related. Yeah. So as we talk about a lot here, and I'm sure the formula is consistent, the cool evenings and the stress on the leaves are what ultimately make them have the color change. And so depending on if you have a warmer year, which we did this year, I was kind of surprised that we've had the color we've had, but I guess it just came through in time. It's definitely been a delayed year. We're November 1st, and I would say again that we're roughly peak here at the 2,000 to 3,000 foot elevation, the popular area around Asheville. And ordinarily, this could be a week before or 10 days before where we are right now. It is getting colder, though. It's going to be getting colder here later this weekend. I meant to post a picture on Instagram, but when I looked at the weather last night on our security system, it has like a 5-day weather forecast. And out on Thursday, it said chance of rain or snow or something. I'm like, there's no way. And that happens a lot. And it changed to rain today. And I wouldn't have expected anything anyway. But it's just kind of cool to signify we're only a couple weeks removed from 80-degree weather. We had a really late and warm September and beginning of October. How was Halloween? How's everything going in your neck of woods? Halloween was fun. The kids had fun. Candy, more candy. We even went to, a lot. We went to a trunk or treat on Saturday just because there's a lot of public places that hold them, churches or other things. I mean, they're free to anybody, and it's just a fun thing to do. So we went to one of those. So we had more than enough candy around here, and it was very nice. It had rained like Thursday, Friday, Saturday-ish. So it was nice on Sunday that it cleared up. It was cool, but it was nice. Let me know how you all did with Halloween. Hopefully you guys had a good time. Hey, Hike with Mike. Hope you are doing well. I'm sure you're not getting the cold weather down where you are. I'm sure it's nice and warm. Let us know how you're doing. Rita says the chair is the opposite. It's on carpet and I get stuck. So I know, that's how it was. That is definitely the opposite. It's like being in like mildly drying concrete when you try to put a rolling chair on carpet. Unless you have like Berber carpet or something that's like real small and it kind of hard, it'll roll nicely on it, but not this. Copyright warning on the live. I only caught on the live, not the shorts. The shorts are pretty good. You can put all kinds of music in them, and they're trying to compete with Instagram. But yeah, AZ Rock is here. Hey there, Mr. Mailman. Everyone, I hope you're doing well. Absolutely, can't complain. Already November. I mean, as I mentioned before, people rolling in. We've got sites on Thanksgiving in the latter part of the month. It's we're in the thick of fall, and I enjoyed, and as I was saying, we're on episode 94, maybe 5 episodes ago, 6 episodes. I was enjoying summer in the Green Mountains, and I wasn't rushing fall, and I think that kind of played for me personally nicely that we had a extended warmer fall. Not necessarily because of the warmer weather. It's just I was enjoying the leaves on the trees and how lush the mountains have been. And we, believe it or not, there's a lot of, they're not late bloomers, but late changers in the fall. So there's a lot of peak color right now, but there's a lot that are still green and they're late. I remember last year. So it could be up to 2 weeks from now. You might have a lot of trees that are completely missing their leaves and some that are going to be turning bright red very late. So it's really nice. Let me see here. Too much music playing on Hollywood Boulevard last night. It's funny you mentioned Hollywood Boulevard because I was watching this. A few minutes of a YouTube video recently with Sylvester Stallone because he re-edited Rocky IV from the original content to kind of make some editing changes and stuff with the original content. Nothing added, so it'll be a fresh take. I think it's supposed to come out, be available digitally on Thanksgiving around that time. But anyway, he was doing the editing late last year about this time in a big building on Hollywood Boulevard. So yeah. Hope Faith, how's everyone doing? We're doing well. How are you doing, Hope? I hope everything is going well with you. Loggy Doggy. Hey, Mr. Mattman, everyone. Hello to you. I hope you're having a great start to your week and a nice Monday. Let us know how you're doing. Are there any more twigs in your future? Are you ready for the holidays? I only have the old twigs, but yes, I'm enjoying the mountains and ready for the holidays. I want to patiently allow the holidays to come too, because listen, just to put things in perspective of how time flies, 2 months from now, we'll be celebrating New Year's Day. 2 months from now. If you go back 2 months, that's September the 1st. Okay. if I asked all of you in general, how long ago does September 1st seem like, you'd probably be like, well, that feels like a few weeks ago. It was pretty quick, or at least it was to me. So in that quick a time, we'll be passing through all the holidays. So this, really any time of the year, I don't wish away anything because that makes the time go. But I certainly want to enjoy every day through the holiday seasons, and not get too excited and wish for the holidays to be here, because before you know it, we'll be in January and everything will be done. So yeah, we have two massive pecan trees in the backyard that are very late in changing color and losing their leaves. And that's kind of nice, right? Because you kind of get this staged fall that happens, with ultimately it ending up, probably in December sometime, everything, especially if a big windstorm comes in. That's what usually happens around here. The leaves are hanging on, they've changed colors, and all of a sudden one night, some front comes through and we get like 30-mile-an-hour wind. And then the next day it's just, they're all over the place. Stallone has a big house, saw it last week. That's cool. He seems like a cool dude, personally. Now this is the cool thing about, speaking of YouTube, it's just different. 15, 20 years ago, any access into celebrities was just what you saw on TV or some magazine or something like that. But now everybody, everything's so transparent and interesting. There's access to everybody that wants to be. And so you get insight to your favorite famous people. Is kind of cool. But it also has its downside. Speaking of Halloween, I was talking about how years ago at work, I wore one of these big blow up chef costumes. And I went into a conference room, I put it on, and it fills up with air, and it's huge. And you walk along like the Marshmallow Man. It's really funny. And this was like 15, 20 years ago. And I came out and everybody got a kick out of it at the office. It was out of left field. Nobody was expecting it. It was a real lighten the mood kind of thing. And people got a real kick out of it. But I was talking to my wife yesterday about this very story. And I was like, if I did something like that in 2021, I don't know if many people would think as highly. There is so much like comedic content and like make you laugh kind of stuff on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. I think people are naturally desensitized to a lot of stuff, and it's just the way it goes. And so I think some of the things we kind of got a kick out of, 15 years ago, people are kind of just like, they don't bat an eye at it. It's not so funny anymore. But yeah, I enjoyed seeing back to Stallone on YouTube. It's kind of cool. And Arnold Schwarzenegger and other people. Let's see here. Got our outside Christmas lights up today and tonight. Boy, you really are on top of it. I kind of joked after midnight last night. I was like, Merry Christmas, because that's the thing. It kind of turns over. My son and I rode on part of the Natchez Trace Parkway Saturday, looking at the leaves. Very pretty. And then we enjoyed a fish dinner that was shown on Tennessee Crossroads. Very nice day. That sounds fantastic. I hope you're enjoying your time with your son. That is really cool. Likewise, we have, I wonder, is Tennessee Crossroads, like we have a program here on PBS called North Carolina Weekends, and they often are doing things here in the mountains, kind of highlighting. It's a half-an-hour show. Is Tennessee Crossroads kind of like that? Is it like a show that highlights neat parts in the state? You'll have to let me know. Let's see here. Doing well. That's great to hear. And AZ Rock, good to hear. Hopefully your mom is doing well. Yes. And certainly, yes. Looking forward to the holidays this year. I get to go home for a week over Thanksgiving and 2 weeks over Christmas. A+ for you, Larry. Get back to the snow belt, right? Hopefully you have, it'll be picturesque. Just filmed a movie in Mansfield a couple years ago. That's cool. Of course, the most famous movie ever made there is probably Shawshank Redemption at the jail there. Yes. My hickory trees haven't started to change yet. Oh, okay. Living like Larry has a tiki bar. That is really cool. My parents used to have something like that up there, or in a community up there near Huron or Sandusky. Early. I usually wait to the day after Thanksgiving. That's what I do. That's what we do. We do the day after Thanksgiving. Growing up and here, I like to let Thanksgiving be Thanksgiving. If my mom's still here, we kind of got that from her. Starting to get a bit fuzzy. Okay, well, hopefully it gets better. Tennessee Crossroads shows a lot of things around Tennessee. That's very cool. So I wonder if it is a similar program. I love programs like that. Like I have them all. Still have DirecTV and on PBS the North Carolina weekend. Maybe it's just my eyes. Actually, no, I think I did get out of focus here. I see what you're saying. Maybe I do look a little fuzzy, but it's not the. See, I see the good view. I wonder if it is something on my end that. See, now that looks more clear. That looks like more. That looks a little clearer. My ex boyfriend's family died from COVID. He was 20. I'm so sorry for your loss, and sorry to hear that. Hope and definitely prayers for your family. Definitely impacting a lot of people. I'm sorry to hear that. Stallone has actually filmed 3 movies in Manfield, Tango and Cash, and 2 others. You like The Prison, but yes, Shawshank's the best. I did not know Tango and Cash was filmed there. That's an interesting tidbit. I had no idea. I would have guessed California for that. Yes, prayers for Hope Faith for sure. Hope Faith, you have I'm sure you've been told before, but on a lighter and more positive note, you have a beautiful name. Hope Faith. That's 2 very nice. That might just be your nickname or call handle on YouTube, but it's a very nice one. Let's see. Yep. Not all of it, but they use the prism for some. Okay, gotcha. All right. So to my little bit of getting organized a few weeks ago, I want to, as I mentioned, kind of get into the routine here about the 15-minute mark, and we are there. So I'd like to get to housekeeping for the week of November the 1st, 2021. I always start with housekeeping on the channel here about what's going on in the Mr. Mountain Man YouTube channel. It was a busy week last week, kind of unexpectedly, and I was running out of fuel personally nightly as I got through the day's routine, which didn't leave much in the gas tank. I'm being metaphorical here for video editing. So I kind of had hoped to put the pedal to the metal and get a video I shot about 2.5 months ago out. I started assembling it and getting on top of it, but I did not get it out. So we'll continue to work on that. However, some additional news on that front. I did get out Sunday morning to do a little bit of recording of the mountains on a beautiful drive, and I did share a couple of pictures on Instagram on that. So look forward for a fall video. So I've got 2 ready in the can. My other channel, the Eclectic Handyman, which is I thought I had a banner for that, although Foxy usually puts that in there. But anyway, the Eclectic Handyman is my other channel. I shot like another handyman video that was a very short tip. I've got like 3. You guys hear the same thing every week, but that channel I have like 4 videos ready to edit, and I probably have another 20 I could do on tools. Some tools I bought over a year and a half ago, and haven't done the review video. So that channel's crazy. But anyway, things are good. As far as other housekeeping, let me move over and share some Instagram pictures here. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right. Did it share? Didn't share yet. Share. There we go. All right, so here's my Instagram, and if again it's Mr. Mountain _man. I believe I can't remember if I did this post. Let's see. I think I did it right before. Yeah, 7 days ago. I think I did this one right before the live stream. I was able to share this with AZ Rock. Yes, put it in a frame. Worth a lot of money one day. Yeah, and I think it's just a cool thing anyway. Just to have. It just looks really cool. This was a beautiful picture I took. Look at this tree. That I believe that's a maple. You can see the leaves there. But I mean, every shade of yellow, green, yellow, orange, and red. I mean, all in one tree. It just doesn't get much better than that. It was really cool to take that picture. Just it was a sunny day and I caught the light. That was really cool. I have a bunch more from right there. Had one with the car and some other stuff. A beautiful picture. This was just a close-up kind of artistic shot of some of the leaves on the ground. It was really, really neat. And then had brought some home. One of my kids brought some of these home and then had put it in this, decoration my wife had here and added them. I mean, these will brown up pretty quickly, but for the moment they look pretty cool. Didn't go to any effort to like spray them or preserve them, but they looked very cool in there for the day at least. Burgers on the grill. A busy day yesterday because in the morning went out and did that drive and shot some video and then hurried back home and cooked for the family who the kids were all wired ready for Halloween and then running all over the place. So that grilled, and I actually did squeeze in watching the Steelers game, so that was pretty cool. And there's a little bit of some of the haul. Okay, so my favorite thing to eat on Halloween, I was about to say Thanksgiving, on Halloween, are the dark orange wrappers, which are Reese's. I love peanut butter. I love peanut butter and chocolate. Buckeyes, for those of you, probably Larry knows, my mom and some others, the chocolate treat that you can make that are basically chocolate dipped, peanut butter dipped in chocolate. They look like a Buckeye. Those are very good. But Reese's Pieces or Reese's Cups, sorry, not Reese's Pieces. Well, I like Reese's Pieces, but Reese's Cups. I also like, if I was going through that pile, although I try to stay away from it because, sit there. Oh, by the way, that little red wrapper next behind the Whoppers was one of those, like really nice chocolates from that place. What is that place called at the outlet mall? Let me tell you the name of it. Any chocolate fans, I'm trying to type it in a browser. It should come up here. Lint, Lindt, Lindt chocolate. All right. So I went to Lindt chocolate one time with the kids, and they weigh that stuff by the pound. So it's the little red wrapper with the barcode. Somebody was giving out Lindt chocolates. Those things are super expensive because you go over there, and I got one of the kids like a little bag, and it was like $4 for like 3 or 4 or 5. It wasn't a lot. So I was super surprised that somebody was handing those out. I was like, my goodness. But if I was digging through that pile, I like the Reese's Cups, maybe that Lindt chocolate. Oh, that in the middle, that Flips or whatever. They were chocolate covered pretzels. What up? You know what I was thinking? Like, that's something that, like, when you get older, you're like, you don't, for Christmas, what you want to ask for, is not maybe like something like when you're a kid, but like chocolate covered pretzels, like that is like a nice holiday treat. I had some chocolate covered pretzels last night and I was kind of a happy camper. I probably wouldn't mess with the Whoppers, the Baby Ruth, kind of like Twizzlers. That's kind of like a movie food, right? Three Musketeers is okay. I do like Nestle's Crunch. I do like Butterfinger. Kind of like that Hershey's back there. The baby, he was going nuts with the chocolate, like a factory, Kept wanting to open, eat, open, eat, open, eat. I'm like, the kid's gonna get sick. It was hilarious. Snickers are good. Hershey's, like some Hershey's. I don't know if I say I wouldn't mess with the Milk Duds. Well, maybe I like Milk Duds. Actually, I kind of like Milk Duds. I don't know. What do you guys like? What else is in there? Oh, I see a Milky Way. Those are okay. Not my first candy bar. I like the Butterfinger. I'd go for the Butterfinger. My mouth's watering right now, like seriously. And all I have here is water. I should have brought some Halloween candy and eaten it in front of you guys. You don't want to hear me chomping in this camera or in the microphone, because one thing is good on this is the audio. So anyway, hopefully you like that. Let me pull up the comments. I see I'm 27 behind. Catching up. Yeah, your car died in Mansfield 4 weeks ago. I'm glad you were able to get it fixed, though. That's very good. Yes, Rickenbackers. Yep, probably done some. My name on here has meaning behind it if you want me to go into detail on it. Oh, no, you don't have to. I was just saying it's a very nice name. You have it's an excellent handle or nickname or whatever. We need to have the house clean, but you never show up. Yes. Was that me or somebody else? I'm sorry. You know what happens? This is a byproduct of me trying to capture all comments. I say something, somebody says something on the spot. I get 5 minutes behind, and then I forgot. Oh, maybe it was about Sunday and how busy it was. Um, yes, Alter Ego is the eclectic Candyman. Thank you. There's my Instagram. Those look so good and so much fun to grill. So the 2 weeks ago, the burgers were unbelievable, like as good or better than restaurants. Like it was so good. I used the Angus beef. I know better than this, but I did them yesterday. I used the 93.7. Now, it's a lot purer, less fat, and more protein. And I've cooked with it a bunch over the years. It is a little, can I dare say, a little heart healthier? I mean, it's red meat. What are we kidding ourselves? But it is. It's leaner meat, but it just doesn't cook the same. It didn't taste the same. Everybody loved it. The kids and my wife, everybody was happy. I was just a little picky. It's not quite as good, but it's a little bit better for you. Um, so yeah. Hi, Mr. Mountain. Greetings from Asheville, North Carolina. Woo! Are you enjoying your time? How are you doing here? I'm sure you are enjoying the beautiful colors, and I hope you've had a nice trip. Yes, making everybody hungry with the grill pictures and the candy pictures, right? Don't like Bucky's Buckeyes, but I do like peanut butter. Yeah, I'm all about some peanut butter. Have you tried the Reese's bar? Probably the best version yet. I have not. You won't have to sell me on it. I love it. You're right. The leaves are beautiful here. You're in perfect time. I was kind of going into the 2,000 to 3,000 foot range right now is just perfect. And that's what we are here in Asheville. And so it is fantastic. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I hope you are having a wonderful trip. Whether chatting or bystander, be sure to smash the like as it helps with the algorithm. I appreciate that, Foxy. I know we have a small community and probably half the people have blue wrenches here or moderators, but thank you for saying that and posting. Thank you, Foxy, for posting that stuff in there, like the handles and the other channel and the welcomes and stuff. And to everybody here, I appreciate you doing that. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone, for being here. Yes, yum. The candy looks fantastic. So I do remember when the dad gave out full-size candy bars. I mentioned it last night because there's one house in our neighborhood that was doing it. And of course, I said it, my dad and mom growing up, they gave out full-size candy bars. And I think that's an awesome thing to do. I mean, it depends on the neighborhood and how many kids. We had the right neighborhood growing up. It's the same thing around here. Some neighborhoods are a little more sparse, and then some people drive to other neighborhoods that are like the kind that if you're flying in an airplane, you look down, it looks like there's like 15,000 houses all smushed together. Those are the neighborhoods that are really, really popular for Halloween. And I wouldn't blame those folks, for not giving out like big stuff because they might end up having to put away $300 or $400. Did you go trick-or-treating by yourself? How is your allergies? No, we went with the family, but we were kind of split up because some of them wanted to go with their friends. But I sometimes I cough or clear my throat. I don't tend to have too bad of a problem with allergies. Thankfully, I sometimes from time to time, get headaches, but not allergies is not so bad. But thank you for asking. Maybe you were asking somebody else in the chat. But my allergies are not too bad. I like it all. That's a problem of mine. And to be honest with you, I don't really turn my nose at too much of the candies. Red Vines are much better than Twizzlers. Ooh, yes. On a good note, my birthday's almost here, 16 days away. That's fantastic. So 2 Mountain Man Mondays from now, if I'm on that week, roughly, that'll be around your birthday, either there before or after. I don't see anything I don't like. I know it's all looking delicious. Hey, Mr. Muskie and Toderico joining us here on Mountain Man Monday. Hope you both are doing well and having a nice start to your Monday. Great to see you. And Tim Wheaton. So let me just drop in and say hello. Has changed my work scheduled hours. Hope everyone has a fantastic week. Good night, everyone. Tim, you probably already dropped off. I had mentioned your name a few weeks ago. Tim had been here, on these live streams a lot early on. And good to hear that you're doing well. And hope work's going well and everything with you. Thank you for stopping by. You said it was time for housekeeping, but you have yet to show up my house and clean. Fantastic. Thank you for connecting the dots. I know, right? I just have to keep up with my own. Take fives are good. They are very good. That's another good one. Personally, we look for 60-30 burger meat. Well, truth be told, if you're doing it as a treat, yeah, like 70-30, whatever. I mean, something that's just the meat is almost white or pink instead of reddish, because that means it's more fat. Now, you can have a 5-alarm grill fire with that. I mean, I've cooked with 70-30, and get your game face on, because once those things start dripping, whoom, the grill is going to flame up real fast, but they'll make for some excellent burgers for sure. Yes, thank you again to Foxy. You're right about the leaves here in Asheville. They are beautiful. They sure are. They sure are. Just fantastic. And trying to share some pictures. I took like 100 more pictures. I just haven't posted. I take them, and then I'm like, oh, I got to post them, and then I forget. Yeah, 365 in PA. I know gas is on the up and up. It was, I can't say there was anything good out of the pandemic, but that short time period where gas was down to like $1.20 for that brief period was nice, but at a rough cost. But yeah, hopefully we get a break here soon. 2 weeks from this Wednesday's Hope's birthday. Absolutely. And no idea how to put a link in here at all. Yeah, you just, if you copy and paste if you need to put something in there. Yep. I was saying, did you go trick-or-treating by yourself? Yeah, no, and had the family, and it was enjoyable, and it was a nice evening. I really try to soak up, Halloween, and I enjoy looking at people's decorations on the house, and it's really cool. All right, so that is the housekeeping for the week of November the 1st, 2021. Let me head over here now and switch gears and do news and notes for the week of November the 1st, 2021. And it looks like everybody here is a regular, but if anybody who is new, I like to give a little insight into what's happening here in the mountains and the surrounding area and let you know. So even if you're not from the area, you still might find it interesting if you're here and enjoy the mountains and related content. So let me get this fired up here and let's take a look. Share screen and share and present. And lots of clicking here. Coming on up. All right. First up on deck. And by the way, I really found this graph interesting. Let me read the title. Leaf peepers give Blue Ridge Parkway and Western North Carolina tourism a strong October. I think I assume everybody from out of the area, WNC, maybe what's Mr. Mountain talking about, especially folks. I know we've got some folks from England that watch. So hello to you all, and hope you're having a nice day. They usually watch it the next day. But the WNC is Western North Carolina. We're in the western part of the state. A lot of folks know that, but some may not. So I just wanted I use that acronym a lot, and it's in a lot of stories, but WNC, western part of the state of North Carolina, was strong in October. Kind of a lengthy article, but it's kind of interesting to see those colors. You may not be able to see if you're watching on mobile. Those of you on a big screen can probably see. One of the things I found interesting about that graph is, when is the tourism in Buncombe County via sales the biggest? And I don't know if it's to anybody's surprise, but it's October. And it drops a little bit in November. You get a little uptick in December. Then it really drops off in January and February. And then it starts to make its way back up March, April, May, and June. Now, interestingly enough, now that was 2021. It's a little skewed, but because the year was, sorry. Well, 2020 and 2021 are, 2020 really dropped off, but 2021, it looks like June surpassed, if I'm looking at this right, October. I don't know how I'm reading that, but anyway, that's interesting that the summer, but summer is a fantastic time to be here as well. Anyway, let me read you a little bit from the article here. The pandemic may be dragging on, but the local tourism industry doesn't seem to notice. From record-breaking lodging numbers for Asheville and Buncombe County to visitation that's putting pressure on the Blue Ridge Parkway and area state parks, Tourism has only gained steam during the most popular month to be in the mountains. You know, I'm no economist, but, you know, everybody's, you know, hiring, you know, everybody's got a job that needs one. You know, people are doing well. That's thankful. You know, a little bit of a cost in inflation, obviously. And again, I'm not a professor on any of this stuff, but, you know, for some folks in general, you know, people are traveling and, you know, and going to restaurants and going to places. And so that's a good thing. And they're coming to Asheville. Leaf peepers have taken to the Blue Ridge Parkway in their usual droves, according to what the park rangers and other officials are seeing across the country's most visited national park. Tourism spike, visitors haven't canceled trips in the recent months to Asheville and Buncombe either, with the Buncombe Tourism Development Authority expecting lodging sales in October to break a $65 million record set in July. July's $65.1 million in lodging sales follows the previous record of 56.7 set in June. In August, they had 54.2. That's all now. I mean, this year setting records. Let's see. Parkway visitation numbers dropped by almost 1 million visits in 2020 from just under 15 million in 2019. But data through the end of September shows the Parkway, which traverses the ridges and valleys of the Blue Ridge Mountains for 469 miles, is set to have a strong 2021. That includes more than 2 million visitors for both July and September. The first time visitation has reached that mark in a single month since October of 2008. You know what happened in October of 2008? That was the financial crisis, you know, Bear Stearns and Lehman and, you know, the crash and all the things that were going on. A little bit of maybe a pattern repeat here. You know, when people, if times get tough, they look to outdoor and kind of free adventures, you know, like last year. When people were hedging that and trying to figure things out. So they like to get outdoors. And so this is definitely an outdoorsy type area to be in. October and July are historically the Parkway's busiest month. And we'll expect no differently in October 2021, noting that even October 2020 clocked more visitors than 2019. It looks as if the Parkway is as popular as ever this October, noting the crowded overlooks, busy trailheads, and packed parking lots. Parkway visitation typically starts to drop off starting in November. While the park does not close for the season, winter weather will likely start to close sections of the popular roadway, which ranges in elevation in western North Carolina from about 2,200 feet in Asheville to over 6,000 feet north and south of the city. Mount Mitchell, which is accessed off the Parkway about an hour north of Asheville, is home to the 6,684-foot peak, highest east of the United States. Saw its first weather closure of the year October 28th due to snow, ice, and high winds. Did you hear that, guys? Especially Larry. If you're there, you're another Mount Mitchell fan. October 28th, a few days ago. I did not know this. Snow, ice, and high winds up at the peak. That's crazy. Mount Mitchell already getting some of that winter type weather. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Let's see. Anyway, the article's pretty long. It continues to go on. The point being, business booming for the state parks, national parks. You know, and one of the pieces of advice I have for people coming in is the area is a little bit analogous to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, in that there's those popular areas that everybody knows. They're kind of the chapter one of the tourism book kind of places. But let me tell you something, that book of tourism is 15 chapters long. So, meaning there are lots and lots of trails and waterfalls and places to see that are not like the biggies. So, if you ever come here and get annoyed by the packed crowds at any one place, there is most certainly somewhere else to go. Really, and I don't have it with me. I showed it about a year ago. I have some books that have like small fine print and just go hundreds of pages of all these hikes and waterfalls and places to see that are not, you know, page one, chapter one type stuff. And they're really, really cool. And I'm not talking about stuff where you have to walk like in like a raw area. I'm not talking about wilderness. I'm talking about like actual, you know, paths and hikes and places to go. So Lots to do in the mountains. Let me make sure I catch up on the comments here if anybody is talking. Before I miss this comment, Dr. J, great chat, and I got to head out. Have an amazing week, and hopefully we'll be back next week. Yes, absolutely. Great to have you here, and thanks as always for stopping by. Scrolling up, I got to get back up to where I left off. I think everyone's on a sugar high with all the comments. I don't know how you keep up so fast. I know. I try my best. And as I always tell people, we have an intimate, small crowd here. But if I miss anybody's comment, please make sure to repost. Go eat at Cheddar's in Asheville, North Carolina. Great food. I know where Cheddar's is, up there on the north side of Asheville, near Fairview. And there was also one when we lived in Florida. It is I've heard it's great. I can't remember. We haven't been here, but I want to say I went years ago, but this is a good recommendation. Sad thing about the leaves changing color, they don't last long enough. So, on this topic, I meant to talk about this peak color. Okay. So you've heard me talk about it in articles. When is peak color? People ask, when's the peak? When are the fall leaves going to happen? But I'm coming to realize, and I've talked about this before, but I want to emphasize it, that there may be a day or a range when it's peak, and you will hear me talk about it, but I almost don't want to, because as we talked about at the beginning, there's like late changing tree color, and there are some that stay green extra long, because they're late changing, and some that change color early. So peak is kind of this average of like, when do most of the trees have, their colors change? But I'm going to tell you, before that, you're going to see some changes really quickly to reds and yellows and such, and late after a windstorm, but some have held on, you're going to see some. So the whole thing about peak is that it's kind of overdone, that there's really this range of, honestly, a month that leaf colors. I mean, really, like October 15th to November 15th of all the elevation from 1,000 feet up to 6,600 feet, you're going to get your leaf colors. But it's true. It's only a month, and it's true that they don't last long enough. It's so beautiful. Trip is going well. Heading over to Pigeon Forge for a week. Look forward to meeting Yankee in the South and Cats. Oh, that is crazy. I have never realized that, Chris, about t-shirts, that would be the acronym. That is so cool. Does he call himself that? He should. That's really cool. Never even paid attention to that. Anyone else ever collect the pretty leaves and put them between the pages in books to flatten them out when you were a kid? We also put them between wax paper. I didn't do the wax paper thing. I do remember some people putting them in books, but that's just a great idea. That is a super cool idea. Let AZ Rock know if you guys have done that. Yes, Bleachery Avenue or Boulevard. Yes, that is a good one. Now, I will tell you about that place. It does get pretty busy. So make sure to check it out. Let's see. Yes, you are going to have snow, says Todd Rico. Yeah, now that's up at Mount Mitchell, which is an exception because they literally are up in the clouds and they have a different climate. I mean, Mount Mitchell is more like, the amount of snow they get is literally, it could be like Cleveland, Ohio or something. I mean, it's not like Asheville. I love looking at the weather up there because if it's raining and like 38 here, that's all about snow up at Mount Mitchell. If it's raining in 45 here, it might still be snowing up there at Mount Mitchell. Won't make it there this year. Okay. Yeah, I know. Busy with work. All the color will be gone, and then the trees will be covered with snow and ice. Also beautiful to see. Yeah, I've gotten some, ice is pretty. It can be very damaging, but I have gotten some cool pictures. But yeah. No ugly words on this channel. Snow. Well, I know, right? It does get really pretty here in the mountains. We had a white Christmas last year. It snowed. That could be a once in 20 year type thing. Really spoiled. I mean, a good snow, like enough to sled. It was really nice. Yeah. Isn't it all different times with the elevations and all? Yes, it is, with the different colors. Yep. Peak time is like teenagers getting out of that awkward stage. Varies from place to place, person to person. Great analogy. It's absolutely true. It's just kind of this average, and it's different for different elevations. Right. I love when the dark red, bright orange, and the yellow trees are right together. That's what really I think people are targeting. Yeah. So yes, when it's later than peak, will we see one red tree here and one orange tree here? Yes. And then some that are missing leaves. Right. If it's too early, we see a lot of green and one yellow and one orange and one red tree. Right. But it's when you're seeing lots and lots together. I tried to take some pictures about that. How the Steelers beat the Browns before the season started. Everyone around here pronounced them Super Bowl champs. They are, so the Browns are what's called as the off-season Super Bowl champions. They always amass the best draft picks and the best players and everything like that. It was an incredible game. It was a treat for me, pun intended, on Halloween to be able to watch that game. Was so happy to see Ben Roethlisberger pumped. It was a real joy yesterday. I'm a big Steelers fan. Yes. That was so awesome. Don't know if you got to see the game, Larry, but I'm sure you saw the highlights. Your kids and you would do that with the leaves. Those leaves we brought home yesterday, I showed in that Instagram picture. We didn't put them in the books, but yeah, we should try that. We should try that with the Rita did that, and AZ did that. Yes. So yeah, there's the first article. By the way, a beautiful picture right there of some of the leaves. I didn't take that picture, but it's a beautiful picture. All right, next up, 5 amazing waterfalls to visit near Asheville, North Carolina. I need to and want to do a better job of this in the summer. I'm not so sure in the winter, although it could be a cool effect. There are so many waterfalls around here, and let me go with the list. I have been to one waterfall on my channel of videos. Okay, let me give you a hint and let's see if anybody gets the name of it. I think some of you will get it, but let me see if you guys remember the name. We didn't go to the fall that was in question explicitly. It was a part of a hike. So we didn't seek out the waterfall, but we went there. I bet you Rita gets this. Maybe some of you maybe Larry and Foxy. Anyway, and that waterfall is not on this list, by the way. Number 1, 5 amazing waterfalls to visit near Asheville, North Carolina. Catawba Falls. Catawba Falls is 25 miles from downtown Asheville. The trailhead has bathrooms, a parking lot, and is well marked. That's great for tourism. 1.5 mile out and back trail is easy to moderate. And even though the U.S. Forest Service added 2 new footbridges, there are spots where I had to rock hop to get over a small brook. Okay. Other than that, it's well worth the trip. You can hear water almost the entire hike, which is lovely, and the trail is completely shaded. We passed an old abandoned dam blocked off now for safety reasons. The dam, constructed initially to create hydropower, is not used today and is not for climbing. I was stunned when we reached the beautiful falls. A series of cascading waterfalls rose over 100 feet tall and looked like something out of a fantasy movie. The recommendation is to enjoy the falls from the base. Some who've climbed to the top have fallen due to loose rocks. Yeah, don't do that. And were seriously injured. The views from below are fabulous. The trail is dog friendly. Pro tip: a fall trek here would be incredible. Number 1, Catawba Falls. So that we got that. Number 2, Looking Glass Falls. This one I've gone by in the motorcycle. Oh my goodness, folks. I have to admit, I am absolutely so super hungry. I had a messed up schedule today and ate lunch at 3:30. So when we sat down for dinner at 7 or something like that, I was not hungry. And right now I feel like I could go to Golden Corral and put them out of business. I am so hungry right now. I'm gonna, but I have water. But anyway, a tangent. Like I am like super mountain man, like hungry. Might have been talking about all the burgers and candy. Number 2, Looking Glass Falls along U.S. Highway 276 in Pisgah National Forest in Brevard. Another quiz question for Mountain Man Channel. Well, I think I already gave the answer. What did I do on that highway? Does anybody remember? In Brevard, there's a waterfall you can view from a roadside observation deck. Looking Glass Falls, with a 60-foot drop, is one of the most beautiful in the mountains, and it's only a 45-minute drive from Asheville. It is one of the most photographed, in the South. There is parking along the side of the road where you can access the observation deck and stairs to the base if you want to get a closer look. I will tell you that I have been by there in the summer and it gets super packed. So This is a good one that if you're going to go on Saturday in July, be prepared. That is a very busy corridor. It's the one I've complained about where the trash was overflowing and stuff like that. But not the waterfall, but just that Route 276. Warmer weather, people wade into the water to cool off. The falls got their name from the nearby Looking Glass Rock, where water freezes on its side in the winter and glistens in the sun like a mirror. Very, very cool. Number 3, Moore Cove Falls. Moore Cove Falls is an easy hike that's a perfect multi-generational or starter trek to visit a gorgeous waterfall in Pisgah National Forest in Brevard. By the way, Brevard, North Carolina, a lot of people go just to vacation. They don't go to the Asheville area. You can go down to Brevard. There's a lot of camping. There are some hotels down there. Pisgah National Forest. It's a great place in Western North Carolina. I probably don't talk about Brevard enough. And they also have the White Squirrel Festival. Brevard does one time of the year. I should go down there and make a video. It's a 1.4 miles and takes about 20 minutes each way. The elevation gain is minimal. The trail might seem difficult at first, but it's wide and downhill into a forest with lots of shade almost the entire way. There are flowers, ferns, and wooden bridges and babbling water sounds as you make your way to Moore Cove Falls. The hike ends at a wooden boardwalk viewing area that showcases a 50-foot waterfall dropping dramatically over a rock ledge. The setting is a photographer's dream. Very, very cool. Pro tip, rainy weather creates slippery conditions. Going off trail near Moore Cove Falls is not a good idea. If visiting the fall, leaves can also cause slippery conditions. Yes, and that's one thing to say about the fall. You know, leaves are slippery. Like I have to get them off the driveway, you know, just in case walking. I haven't gone with the motorcycle much, but yeah, that kind of thing. Number 4, High Falls. High Falls, 150 feet. One of the 4 waterfalls that you can visit in Dupont State Forest. So all of these mostly have been down to the southwest, about 40 miles from Asheville. I hiked to both High Falls and Triple Falls in one afternoon. But if you have time, you can visit all 4 in one day or make multiple visits. If you want to take a hike up to Hall Falls, list is easy. It's a 1.2 mile round trip. Pro tip, there's a spur trail with a signage that says Base of Falls if you hike toward Triple Falls. The spur trail is about 1/3 of a mile and adds to the length of your hike. If the water is low, you can rock hop along the riverbank for a closer view. I don't recommend it if you have mobility issues. Number 5, Triple Falls, Dupont State Forest. Again, 45-minute drive from Asheville. Once parked in the High Falls Visitor Center parking lot, follow the High Falls Loop to High Falls and Triple Falls. Short walk down to Triple Falls Trail to a viewing area. To get back to the Visitor Center, stay on the High Falls Loop. The hike is 2 miles and guides is moderate. Time for the hike is more extended, requires 2 hours, but it's worth it. Gorgeous waterfall is 120 feet high and has 3 distinct waterfalls. Take the staircase down to flat rock between the falls and stand in the middle of the rock formations. It's also a famous spot as it's been the backdrop for the blockbuster movies like The Hunger Games and The Last of the Mohicans. What? Teaching me as I go along about Last of the Mohicans. I thought all of that was at Chimney Rock, but that is, oh, that picture on the left looks strikingly familiar of one of the scenes. Anyway, gonna have to check that out. Pro tip, Triple Falls is a popular attraction on the weekend, so try to visit during the week and experience it with fewer crowds. There are so many waterfalls dotting the Blue Ridge region. It's a beautiful excuse to get outside and find them. Make sure to have the proper shoes, water, and dress in layers for comfort and sun protection. All right, you guys know that my time is limited and I do this as a hobby, but let me tell you something right now after reading that article. I would love to visit all 5 of those and do a video of each, you know, in the summertime, probably when the trees are green, probably not so much in the winter, who knows, and make a playlist called Waterfall Hikes or something like that. I know Smoky Mountain Hiker who's comes here on occasion, and Will and Dawn, and some others do some beautiful stuff. Waterfalls, you just can't, you know, you got to love them. I mean, they're just a beautiful sight to see. They'd be amazing to go right now and see those. But anyway, definitely love that. Let's see. How many comments did I miss right here? Oh, not too many. I'm kind of caught up. We always had pikes of them and would jump in them, and my dad would burn them. Okay. Piles. Christmas lights should be up by now. Pigeon Forge supposed to be up yesterday. Oh, wow. Okay. Yes. Dollywood. Yeah. Coming up. I had a question for Dr. J before he left, or if anybody knows about Dollywood. When is the best time of the year to renew the Dollywood passes for the biggest savings? Did we just miss it? Because I got a flyer in the mail that was, they start their first go at it by October 31st. Is it a Black Friday thing? Does anybody in the know? I meant to ask that during housekeeping. I forgot. Very Pretty Falls. If anybody knows, let me know. Maybe I could put a community post out there. I know Yankee in the South that know, but it's just difficult to get through to them to ask the question sometimes. The one where your favorite movie was made last month, I can't think of the name. Yes, let's see if anybody got the name of it. Looking Glass Falls are beautiful. They sure are. You had Japanese for lunch today. A+. That's really cool. Last of Mohicans, it was, and that is yes. Paula Dean's at the island. Lights the tree sometimes. You're making me so hungry. Paula Dean's is the best place to eat at the island. Absolutely delicious. Chimney Rock, you guys put it all together. It was Hickory Nut Falls. So I did go. We didn't seek out the waterfall, but it's Hickory Nut Falls. And I have been to both the bottom and the top. I have one video where we go to the top, and I have one video where I'm at the bottom, and it's incredible. It's a mass. I don't remember how many feet it is, but it's really, really big. Great live stream the other night, Larry. I have notifications on, pretty sure. Why am I not? When do you live stream, Larry? Are you doing it ad hoc? Are you doing mobile live streams? Or are you doing set live streams? Yeah, they are beautiful. I got my Cedar Fair pass for next year. Hope to get to use it. Ooh, that's awesome. Did you get the platinum, or you just get them for the one park? I think that's how it works. We are going to put you in a corner if you don't start getting us some videos. Yeah. I told you, Rita, I've got two, and as I mentioned, I just ran out of gas. Like, I work, I spend time with the family, I exercise to be, balanced. And then whatever's left is video editing. And sometimes that's kind of late at night. And I have all the intentions, and it's really trying on me. And so it's why I'm so slow. It's the honest goodness. And, over the last 2 years, I've been splitting time with the Eclectic Handyman, having two channels. So, it is what it is, but at least I've got two ready to go. And I'm thankful that you guys do enjoy the videos on the channel. That's very, very good to know. Got the platinum, all the parks, A+. I think you're gonna have a great time. I've mentioned I want to do that sometime. I think we enjoyed Dollywood so much that we plan on renewing Dollywood this year. I'm not going to do Dollywood and Cedar Fair. That's just too much. We don't have the bandwidth. I've already done Ripley's and Dollywood, and we haven't done a Ripley's weekend or not. Man, I got to get my act together and do some more of that. Hey, Mr. Carlos, almost missed tonight's meeting. Hello, Mr. Mattman and everyone else. Glad to have you here, Mr. Carlos, another regular here in the house. You can always, I'll use old school word, rewind and go back to the beginning later if you'd like to. It's been good so far. So yes, let me continue on. I didn't have 3 articles this week for anybody paying attention to Ritual. I only had 2. There was one other article I was going to put in there. It was basically about that the restaurants in the area, probably like a lot of places, are getting so absolutely busy, especially the go-to places in Asheville. So there were a lot of tips on how to do it, make reservations, be flexible, be ready to wait, try not to go at peak times. So a lot of it was obvious, but it was still a good conversation. So here is the 7-day Asheville, Western North Carolina forecast. And if you notice, look out to the weekend on Saturday. What's that low? That's in Asheville, 28 degrees. That means Mount Mitchell. Actually, I'll just go ahead and look it up. I'll tell you what it is going to be. Why do I look up Mount Mitchell? I'm not going there. It's just Thursday, they're calling for snow and rain at Mount Mitchell. High of 29, low of 18. And Friday and Saturday, the low at Mount Mitchell is 15 degrees. That's 15 degrees proper. Wind chill up there because it's always windy. That's crazy. Yeah. Hey, cool. I should have put this article here. Oh, this is so cool. You can't see my screen, this tab. Winter weather closes Mount Mitchell on Thursday. More snow reported on Saturday. The highest point east of the Mississippi is getting winter weather to close out October. Oh man, I got to start putting articles like this. Guys, I'm just a big fan, and that's so cool. And somebody has, hold on, let's see if I can share this. Hold on, guys. Let me call an audible. Omaha. Isn't that what you say for this? Let me, hold on, give me a second. We're going to get this going. This is not an official Mountain Man news article, but here we go. Do I have it up? Yes. Winter weather closes. Okay. And it goes through Saturday morning, but check this out. Big snowflakes falling. Look at this. Let's hit play. Let's see if you guys can see that. Oh man. What do you got there? Look at this, huh? We got our should I big that up? Can I big it up? Huh? That is cool. Isn't that cool? Some of you guys are saying, no, that's not cool. I don't like snow. I don't blame you. But yeah, that's pretty sweet. Anyway, area webcams confirm. So that was pretty cool. Mount Mitchell, first state park by the state legislature in 1915. I did not know that. Also, Beach Mountain, who has skiing, they got a little bit of snow. Very neat. Hopefully, you guys were able to see that one. I think I got it shared correctly. And let me get back to the main banner. Spur of the moment last night. I was showing them Walk of Fame and the handprints at the Chinese Theater. Oh, that's awesome. What else is here? Mount Mitchell closing last Thursday because the snow. Yeah, well, just in time, right? That I missed the comment. Crazy it is already. Yes. I hope did it come through? Could you guys see the snow video and stuff? That was awesome. I missed that. I missed that article. That was really, really cool. I'll have to get more articles like that. What did I miss here? Somebody attacked a woman, or the woman attacked somebody and stole a cell phone, but everyone took care of them. Oh man, it does sound like it's crazy. The time changes this weekend. Thank you, Hope Faith. That should be in housekeeping. So Hope Faith gets credit for a housekeeping item. We do have the time change coming up this weekend. And so we fall back. You get the extra hour. The only stinker to that is it's going to get dark around 5:30 to 6 o'clock. Not a big fan of that, but that's okay. I do like the extra hour. I don't like being in the snow, but I like to look at it. Right. That's what my mom used to say. Like, it's pretty, but don't like to drive in it. And I think a lot of people have that sentiment. You know, it's not really fun to drive in. It could be a little dangerous, but it's fun to play and look at. Hey, Ted Deborah Harrison. Hope you're having a great start to your week and a nice Monday. I could see the snow. I could see the snow in the video. That was cool. Nice. Yes. Yes. Very pretty up there at Mount Mitchell. And so, yes, I do not like the time change. It gets dark too early. Yeah. You know, there was one time I worked in a building that had no windows, and I would go in the morning and I'd come out and it was like dark and you couldn't see anything during the day. And that was kind of depressing. Yeah. So I like the hour, but, yeah, I missed that. Mr. Mountain Man will need a good flashlight when he fires up the grill. Right. I do have some lights out on the back porch, thankfully on the deck. So it's pretty nice, but there have been times I've had to put like the cell phone or a flashlight out there, especially if I'm cooking something nicer like steaks, so I don't burn them. That is something I haven't done in a while. If y'all guys remember last Christmas Eve after we went to church, I cooked out porterhouses, but I haven't done anything like that in a long time. I haven't even seen porterhouses. You got to go to the deli for that. I haven't seen those in a while, although I haven't been looking. Any you guys cooking steaks recently? That sounds good, doesn't it? Tonight I'm going to be having some kind of like enchilada or burrito or something like that. I don't know, but I'm hungry. Is yours a Blackstone grill? No, Larry has the Blackstone grill, and he's got videos on it. I just have like a gas grill, 5-burner gas grill. That so much residual and the ceramic briquettes and all that stuff. It does have a like an area that you can put some wood chips in it. So as far as gas grill goes, it does a good job, and the food tastes fantastic. You had good strip steak at the Hard Rock last night. You know what? As far as chain restaurants go, and that's on the nicer side of chain restaurants, I like the Hard Rock. I think the food at the Hard Rock is fantastic. Their burger is excellent. Their ribs are good. Their desserts are amazing. Their appetizers are good. I mean, it's not cheap restaurant, but it's not like fine dining. I also think the place is just cool. I like rock and classic rock and music like that. So, I like walking around and seeing the memorabilia they have. I kind of like Hard Rock. I have not been to the Hard Rock in Pigeon Forge. I passed by it a lot, and I've contemplated. I was going to go there one night with the family, but it was that deal where we were late coming out like Dollywood or something. They were already closed. Have you ever gone to RBE Me High Swinging Bridge on the Grandfather Mountain? Kim and I did. It got 4/4 of the way across and I froze. I could not go any further. So I have been to Grandfather Mountain, went years ago with my sister Ditda and my wife, almost 20 years ago. Do you guys remember from my first Chimney Rock video at the end where I have those old pictures of me? The day before that, we had gone to Grandfather Mountain and I did the bridge. I think back then I was kind of like just go with the flow, but I don't know. As I've gotten older, I don't like unstable heights that much as much. So yeah, I'm not sure if I would have been as big of a fan. So I completely get what you're talking about. My steak was prepared by the head chef from Morton's, is what the waiter told me. Morton's, love Morton's. My parents, would take us there growing up sometime, and that's, it was a treat. If you want a really, really nice steak dinner in a city, Morton's Steakhouse. Again, it's not cheap, but like I would love to go to a Morton's and get like a porterhouse there. They have the porterhouse for $2. They used to. Great recipe for anyone who has a Blackstone grill. Well, yeah. And I bet you Larry'd like to know that. I threw my mom's ashes from the dead center of the bridge into the Cherokee woods. Oh, wow. Well, beautiful way to, to celebrate your mother there. And that's pretty cool, Foxy. Yeah, it is a yucky feeling when you don't like heights like that. Yes, bless you and your mom for sure. We actually had, unfortunately, nobody you all would know. We had a close a friend, and I would say family member, pass away a few days ago down in Florida. So you all know we used to live in Florida, and we had no family there, and it was one of our neighbors, and her, she was older. She was in her late 80s, and but her and her family, they took us in like family, like at holidays. I mean, they would invite us over for Christmas with their family, and it wasn't like a neighborhood get together. I mean, it was exclusively their family and us and our kids, and they would have gifts for our kids, and they would invite us over at Easter, and we always did Halloween together. And I was sad to hear that she got into hospice and then was thinking about going down there to Florida, and we were trying to get an update. And next thing you know, she unfortunately had passed away. But yeah, so I know it's been on my mind. But I think the thing of that is, not, when you have, family is what sometimes you make of it. Even people that are not maybe, actual family can become like family. Her son, who's one of my very, very good friends, helped me load up the moving trucks. I had two 26-foot trucks, did it all myself with him. If it wasn't for him, I don't know what I would have done. I had no muscle. And their family is just an old-fashioned kind of unselfishness. Great people. And so, yeah. Is that Grown Ups where they go to spread their coach's ashes and they blow back all over them? I think it is. I think that's a great movie. I haven't seen that in a while. A friend, a total stranger, helped me get across. There, took each arm, walked me over the bridge. I conquered it. Good for you. And hopefully you got some nice pictures. I remember going up and there was like a rock formation at the end or something you could sit on, and you could see all the way to Charlotte, I believe, on a clear day. Grandfather Mountain's another one high on my list to get back to and show off. Lots and lots of things to do. So yeah, like it's like family when you're so close to them. It was for sure. You know what, folks? I am so hungry. I know this is one of the shorter live streams, but I have got to go eat. I am so hungry. I'm getting like I'm a little bit uncomfortably hungry, so I would like to go eat dinner if that's all right with you all. And I'm going to go ahead and call it a night right now. I can't think of anything else. But again, I've got 2 videos ready to edit and get out, and one is way past being timely. It was from the summer, but you all will like it. And one is from the fall. I'll try to get it out as soon as possible. Adriana Lashore says, good night, sweet dreams, and take care. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Larry, so I'm supposed to be at a condo on the beach now, and I paid for it. Airbnb, and was a bogus listing. Oh man, that stinks. I'm sorry to hear that, Larry. I hope you figured something else out. And you get it all set up. Good night, Mr. Mattman. God bless you. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you. And you as well, Pastor Dan Kim. I hope you are having a fantastic time here in Western North Carolina. Have a great night, Mr. Mattman. Thanks for another weekly installment. Absolutely. Episode 94. Here is a success. Hope, Faith. I call everyone on here family, even though you guys are not my real family. Well put, Hope, Faith. Excellent people here. All of you. Great people to talk with and everything. Yes. Great live stream. Enjoy your dinner. Yes. I plan on it. Everyone go and have a wonderful week and be safe out there. I hear growls there, Mr. Mountain. Yes. Another awesome live stream as always. Everyone have a great week. Thanks for the great live stream. Mr. Mountain, good night, and all have safe travels throughout the week. Back to the search. Yes. Hope you find a place. Yes. Doubletree is getting old, although they have a great breakfast and good cookies there. I like the Doubletree. I want to say good night to Mr. Carlos, Living Like Larry, AZ Rock, Foxy Wolf, Rita, Hope, Faith, Pastor Dan and Kim, Ted and Deborah Harrison. And there were some mom and dad were on here a little bit earlier. Mr. Carlos, did I mention your name? And did I miss anybody else? Our show, our story, they were on here earlier. Adriana Lashore. And there were a few others on here. Hope everyone has a wonderful week. Might have some fun. Hey, by the way, guys, just one other thing. I look at Instagram and I'm trying to make it an extension of the channel because I know I do the videos as a hobby and time is limited. So to keep the community going, and I talk about this a lot, the live streams on Monday are how we connect, but also Instagram. So, keep on the lookout for there and most of you do, because I want to stay connected in that way. It's so easy for me to do that. So hopefully I can have that kind of connectivity for that. Anyway, you all have a wonderful, safe, happy week. Happy November 1st. Hope everybody had a great Halloween, and we're in the fall as we set eyes on Thanksgiving. Everybody take care and have a great night. And until next time, have a good one. All right. Good night, everyone. See you later.